Hello, guys. It is Letty. Oh, sorry. I am here. My throat is parched. I'm telling you, I need some tea. So, anyway, I'm going to do a Star Trek retrospective. As you know, I am a Trekkie, and I thought about this episode of Star Trek The Next Generation, and it is a classic episode. And I'm going to tell you why it's very sentimental to me now, especially at my age and everything. So we'll get into all that. So let me just give you a little details. So this is the Next Generation, Star Trek Next Generation, season 6, episode 4, and it's called Relics. We have so the Enterprise. Basically, the main plot of the story is the Enterprise discovers the wreckage of the USS Genolan on a Dyson sphere. And we discover that Montgomery Scotty from the original series, is caught in this sphere, and he's been there for 75 years. So once he comes out, a lot has changed naturally, and he's having to adapt to his new environment. He lost some colleagues on the during this accident, and he's dealing with a whole lot, just adapting. So it's almost like he's coming out of the ice, like Captain America, so to speak. It's kind of similar in some ways, but anyway, he is trying to adjust to life, how different life is, and he comes upon the new Enterprise, and of course it's more state of the art, it's more updated, and he's just really trying to find his place in life now. He's trying to find his place on the ship, until he decides, I believe, what he wants to do. I guess they're going to take him to a star base, whatever. And while he's there, he wants to help. He's passionate about his job. We know that. And he kind of hooks on to Geordi, and Geordi kind of is a little bit short with him at times because he's trying to get his work done, and he feels like Scotty's being intrusive and things like that. And Captain Picard can see, he had a talk with them, and they sat down, and he was just talking about, he just misses his old ship. He misses being felt, needed and things like that. And I thought this was a lovely, lovely episode. We hit a lot of key factors, because one thing about Star Trek that I love is Star Trek has always been about the human experience. Even though it's set in the future, there's a lot of humanity, a lot of real storylines that they deal with, plot points. And this episode is about getting older and things, slowly you are not needed as much. And I can tell you that this is the story of so many older people. Even myself. I mean, I'm not, I'll be 50 this year, and my children don't need me as much. I am not as busy as I used to be. I have more free time. When your kids are young, you're busy constantly and trying to reinvent, your life, and trying to find things to get involved with. And my husband and I have had this talk. We talked about, okay, what's the next chapter? What are things that we could do? And I have gotten involved with new things just to keep myself going and busy and things like that. But this episode is such a beautiful, beautiful testament to that. And I love that Captain Picard sees where Scotty is and tries to have a talk with Geordi, and just to be a little bit more patient and let him be involved with some of the ins and outs of things. So they actually are able to, they get caught up in something. I don't know if the ship is caught up with it, whatever, and they on the old ship and they're trying to repair stuff, but they actually work together and they fix the issue, and they save these Enterprise ships. So I don't know what they got caught up with, but anyway, it was a lot on the line, and they worked together. Great engineers, and they worked together and they figured it out. But it's really nice, older people. I love the older generation. I have so much respect for my elders, not the messy ones. Okay, let me preface that. You got some messy elders, and I don't really fool with those. I respect them, but I distance myself from some of them because some of them are really messy. They have not changed. There's no maturity. I'm just being real. We're gonna have a real conversation, but I respect everybody. But I'm talking about the ones where you can really sit down with them and get some good knowledge and good positive vibes, and really be giving great advice. Because you got some that give you bad advice on purpose. So I want to make that distinction. But this is when you get older. I definitely have more patience. When older people are crossing the streets, give them time to cross the street. When they're in the store and they're trying to get things out of their bags or whatever, when you encounter an older person, give them a little time, be a little bit more patient. And that's what this show reminds me of. And it's also, I'm thinking about myself as well. I have more patience with people that are older than me, and hopefully people are patient with me, because sometimes things are moving so fast. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was in the Dunkin' Donuts drive-through getting some coffee, and literally it was so fast that I didn't even have time to get my card out of my wallet. And the girl she looks to be about 22 or something, old enough to be my older, probably younger than my oldest child. And I'm still fumbling trying to get my card. And I really, in that moment, guys, I felt like a older person. Well, I am, but I really was like, this is kind of sort of what older people deal with. Not to mention your body just changes. You're not, your body is going through things. It's aging. It's aging. So, all of these things I took out of this episode. It's just such a beautifully written, acted episode. Um, um, James Doohan gives a wonderful performance. We really get to see, because these are some of those characters that didn't really get to shine as much. Uhura and Chekhov and Sulu. We finally get to see some of Scotty, some background. We want to know of all of the characters, because primarily the first the original series focused on Spock, McCoy, and Kirk. But it's just really nice to get this background. But he did a lovely job, and this is a great episode. But check this out. I'm gonna say it again. It's called Relics. This is Star Trek The Next Generation, Season 6, Episode 4. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and enjoy. Take care. Bye-bye.